Hello family, how are y'all doing? For those that are here for the first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Lentiso and I am a junior doctor working in the UK. I'm super excited to be here today because I have an amazing content for you guys. I'll be addressing my favorite people, incoming doctors. You all are my favorite people because I was in your shoes not too long ago and I know how you feel. I know how hard you have worked. So first I want to say a big congratulations for those that just graduated out of medical school for making it this far. You have sacrificed your prime years and the best times of your life to dedicate yourself to a career that deals with the sick and the vulnerable on a daily basis. So I'm super proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself as well. Today I'll be sharing tips that I wish someone told me before I started my foundation year 1 training here in the UK. I hope you find it valuable. Let's get started. My first tip is to assure you that you're not alone in the way that you feel. It's okay and it's normal to feel like an imposter when you first get started. It's okay if you feel like you don't know anything, and it's all right to double and triple check your work, to triple check guidelines before you make a decision, because that's how everyone gets started. I was like that when I was starting and I'm still like that, and it does take some time to get used to it. I feel like there's a lag time between when you become a doctor and when you actually feel like a doctor. I remember when I first got started and nurses come to me asking me for things, I'd be like, go and ask a real doctor. I just felt like a medical student. So it is normal. Everyone feels that way and it gets better. You definitely get more competent and more confident as the year goes by. My second tip is to start working on your portfolio early. There are certain requirements that we have to fulfill in order to progress to FY2 year. So make sure you look through those requirements early on and get started on them on your first placement if possible. We have to do mini KEXs, DOPS, CBDs. For those that went to a UK medical school, you guys know what those are. Get them signed as early as possible so that you don't have to stress about them towards the end of your year. We have to do 15 core procedures as an FY1 trainee. I would recommend looking at those procedures when you first start FY1 to see what placement would be the best place to complete those procedures. For example, if it's a procedure that deals with an airway, you will most likely be able to do that in your surgery placement than psychiatry, for example. So make sure you look through that and decide which time would be best. There is a team-based assessment of behavior that you have to do once in a year. It's called TAB. I would recommend doing it on your first placement, but if that's not possible or if you didn't vibe with your team that well, then do it on your second placement. My third tip is to attend your teachings that are provided by your foundation program. We are required to attend 60 hours of mandatory teaching as an FY1, so make sure you attend and learn from every teaching that is provided. We are here to learn, train, and become better doctors, and the teachings do increase our knowledge and make us better doctors, so make sure you take advantage of the teachings that are provided by your program. Sometimes the wards do tend to get busy and you may have a list of jobs that you have to complete for the day, but you are entitled to that hour of teaching and you will be a better doctor because of it. So make sure you hand over and take advantage of the hour of teaching that you have. My fourth tip is do not be afraid to ask. You are the most junior member of the team and no one expects you to know everything, so ask away. Know your limitations. It's way better to be safe than sorry. So if you don't know that your decision is right, run it by a senior, discuss it with someone, and you'll be surprised by how many people will be willing to help if you just ask. So just go ahead and ask. There are no stupid questions, no annoying questions, and people are always ready to help you and support you, so ask away. Tip number 5 is to look after yourself. Take breaks, okay? You cannot do 12-hour shifts without taking a break. Go have some lunch, eat something, drink coffee, whatever. Hand over your task. That's why handover exists. You cannot do everything by yourself. You're not Superwoman and Superman. So take breaks. It's better for your patient's safety and your sanity. As doctors, we're really bad at this. Nurses are amazing at this. They take their breaks on time. I've noticed it and I love it. But as doctors, we get so busy and we forget to look after ourselves. We forget to go get lunch, and by the end of the shift, we're exhausted. We don't even know where our car keys are. So take breaks, hand over. And another thing is look after your team members as well. If you see another doctor that's worn out, or another colleague, any healthcare professional that's worn out, just go and make them take breaks. Okay, I said make them, because some of us feel so guilty for taking breaks when we have a list of jobs to do. But hand over and take a bit of a break and come back to the ward. That will make our patients safer. Tip number 6 is to build your network. FY1 year is a great time to meet a lot of people from various specialties, because you move from one placement to another. So be keen to learn from every person that you encounter. Try to add value to everyone, and you never know, they may make a difference in your career sometime down the road. So build your network and just interact with people. Tip number 7 is a general tip for all of us as humans, not just as a first-year doctor, but try to be a nice person. Try to remember the names of the nurses, the HCAs, the doctors, and everyone else that you work with. Make friends with people. And in the case that you have a disagreement with someone, handle it professionally through discussions. Avoid gossiping and drama. Basically, solve things professionally. If it cannot be solved through a discussion with the person, then you can escalate it to a senior and solve it that way. But be a generally nice person so that your work, place, and your life in general will be quite pleasant. Tip number 8 is to read your contract before you sign it. This is a general tip in life. Don't sign anything before you read and understand what it says. So read the contract so that you can know what is required of you and what you are entitled to. Know how many hours you'll be working in general. Know what you can do for the times that you've worked overtime. I personally did not know how to exception report my overtime hours until recently, so do not be like me. Understand those things earlier. If you are fresh off medical school and if this is your first job, and if you don't know how the payslip works, then just Google NHS payslips or go to the BMA website to see what to expect on your payslip. Know what tax code should be used for you as an FY1 trainee, just to make sure that you're not paying more or less on your taxes. My last tip is a reminder that this is not a sprint, but a marathon. Medicine is a lifelong journey, and your FY1 year is just the beginning of it. Do your best, work hard, take care of your patients, but once you're done with that, leave work at work and enjoy your life. Do something outside of medicine so that you'll have a good work-life balance. FY1 year is a challenging year, but it's also a rewarding one. You'll be forced to think and act in difficult situations, but you will also be supported while you're going through those situations. Take advantage of all the teachings, make friends with the people that you're with, and enjoy the year. It's going to be an amazing year, and you're going to be a better and a more competent doctor by the end of it. This is obviously not an exhaustive list, but I hope you found it beneficial. If there's any doctor that is watching and wants to share an experience or an advice with incoming doctors, please feel free to leave a comment down below. For those that are new to my channel or have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. For FY1s, I want to say congratulations again. You have made it this far and you'll definitely make it further. Thank you for watching. I love you all. God bless.